We all experience pain or discomfort at some point, and there are meditations for chronic pain, and there are coping mechanisms, and obviously you should always seek medical advice. But I thought this relaxation could be useful for times when you have a pain. It could be something like a headache or a very mild injury. You may have a cut that's healing or a particularly sore bruise, and you know that this pain is temporary. Maybe it's something that's very gently healing, but it's going to take time and you can feel the healing. Or it could be that you're in a situation where you might have a headache or a pain, maybe a stomach pain, and you're at work or you're out and you cannot get to your usual pain relief methods. So knowing that you can use some relaxation techniques to ease the pain or to distract yourself can be very useful. But remember, this isn't a substitute for your usual approach to anything medical. And if you're in any doubt, always make sure that you take that medical advice. But my example today is a headache. When you have something like a headache or a stomach ache and you can't get any pain relief, you're unable to leave, maybe it's work, an event, you're driving, anything like that. This is what we can do, some relaxation techniques to distract and possibly soothe and improve the ache or the pain. So you want to find some peace if it's possible. Sitting in the most comfortable chair that you can, or standing as comfortably as is possible. And it's likely that the first thing that you'll need to do is relax the shoulders. Pain or discomfort normally affects your posture. So take a nice deep breath in, any way that suits, mouth or nose. Hold for a second and then really think about exhaling it out deeply and evenly. And let's get into a routine of the deep breath in, hold for 1 count and really breathe it out with purpose. And each time you do this, you can bring the shoulders up on the inhale and really think about relaxing those shoulders down on the exhale. Don't force them, take them to where it feels good. Your shoulders might feel delicate, they might feel bruised, they might feel tender. Go with it, but moving them up and down will boost the circulation to the muscles in the shoulders, and it will help. Might not feel like it's helping immediately, but it will help. The next thing you can do, as you're breathing in, move that neck down, so take your head down and stretch the back of the neck, and then move it back and stretch the front of the neck. If it's tension, you may feel and hear all of the sounds that alert you to the fact that there is tightness and crunchiness in that area. Then you can gently move the neck down to the front and round in a circle to the side. Continue that circle to the back, all the way to the opposite side and down to the front. And continue that circle. And then you can switch and move in the opposite direction. If it feels good and if there's tenderness in the head, if it is a headache, you can take your hands, gently rub your palms together, and you can hold your palms over your eyes. This encourages relaxation. It soothes the muscles in your eyes and your eyelids. And the heat that's generated can also help to soothe. You can also take your fingers and your thumbs, and whilst your palms are over your closed eyes, you can work in tiny finger and thumb circles over your forehead, your eyebrows, your temples. This is relaxing any tension, warming up the tissues. And because we're creating some vasodilation, the vessels are enlarging, this can also help with pain relief. You can tell yourself that you are relaxing. Tell yourself that you feel better. Tell yourself that this moment is making a positive difference. When we tell ourselves, and when we do it in a form of relaxation or meditation, we're training our brains. And over time, the more that we do this, you can create new pathways which you can switch into when you start your relaxation or your meditation. And you'll switch into these neural pathways, and your brain will know what's coming, accept what's coming, and you may find that your relaxation and your body scans switch in and become effective very quickly, because you have trained the brain. And over time, you can deal in a more positive and effective way with any aches that crop up quite regularly. And we all have our weak spots. Now, my example was a headache. But if another common ailment is when sometimes you get a sore stomach and there's nothing you can do at that particular point in time, but what we can do, if it's comfortable and safe to do so, is start by taking a full body stretch, sitting in a seat, standing up. Just think about allowing those legs to stretch as best you can, stretching the arms as comfortably as they'll allow, and then bringing your hands onto your abdomen. As before, if you wanted, you could gently rub your palms together to create a little bit of friction, and then the heat that's involved can be placed on your abdomen, over your clothes. But already the effect can begin to relax and soothe the muscles in that area. You may find that your back and your torso and your hips and your glutes are all tight because your body is overcompensating for the discomfort. So you can wriggle about to find comfort. You can squeeze your glutes and then release to help relax that area. And every time you breathe in, you can think about soothing and gently calming the feelings of discomfort. And as you exhale, you can think about relaxing that stomach area and breathing out your discomfort. And this is a visualization. And sometimes it's about distraction. There are times when we can breathe ourselves into feeling as if the discomfort has lessened. There are times when we can realise that posture wasn't helping and we can feel a difference. But sometimes with a relaxation for pain relief, we know that we have to seek our medical advice, but just using the controlled breathing can temporarily get us through that issue. It may not cure it, but taking the breath and using it to exhale out the discomfort can help get you through that moment. In the same way that you see when someone is breathing to help manage contractions, if you have an uncomfortable stomach and it's causing you discomfort, you can learn to use your breath to get through, channel it, to work with that pain, manage the pain, and then when it's a good time and the right time, you can get to whoever you need to speak to or to whatever your method of pain relief is to see you through. There are many different reasons why we have to control or cope with or manage discomfort and pain. But remember that the power of meditation and the power of using your breath and relaxing your body should never be underestimated. And when you need it, it can be your friend. And if there are times when you have to use it because you can't access any other methods, remember that the more that you practice it, the quicker the instinct will kick in and the faster you'll gain your results.